President Joe Biden will meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Geneva tomorrow. CBS 4 Washington correspondent Anna Warnicki joins us live from Washington with a look at what we can expect from this summit. Good evening, Anna.
Good evening, that's right. Wednesday's meeting is the most highly anticipated stop of President Biden's entire international trip. The meeting will take place in Geneva, Switzerland, a place known for its history of neutrality.
For the first time since taking office, President Biden will meet face-to-face with Russian President Vladimir Putin Wednesday.
What I'll convey to President Putin, that I'm not looking for conflict with Russia.
The two leaders will have no shortage of issues to discuss, including a string of recent cyber attacks on U.S. businesses, rising military aggression in Ukraine, and human rights.
I have met with him. He's bright. He's tough.
President Biden has remained tight-lipped on the details of Wednesday's meeting, which will be closed to the press.
I'm going to make clear to President Putin that there are areas where we can cooperate if he chooses. And if he chooses not to cooperate, then we will respond.
Back on Capitol Hill, Democrats and Republicans say they hope Biden holds his ground.
The U.S. must approach Vladimir Putin with a firm hand and demand accountability.
It will be a very important meeting and I think a very dangerous one.
Texas Republican Congressman Michael McCaul says the meeting will set the tone between the two countries moving forward.
I think he should say no more. We are going to respond. There will be consequences, and we are going to hit you back. And I think he needs to be clear about this. Otherwise, bad behavior will continue.
And President Biden and Putin are set to meet at 1 p.m. in Geneva. That's 7 a.m. Eastern time. And U.S. officials say that the meeting is expected to last at least 4 to 5 hours, perhaps even longer. Live in Washington, I'm Anna Warnicki. Back to you.
So, Anna, what should we expect to see after this highly anticipated meeting?
Well, we did hear from U.S. senior administration officials not long ago a little bit about a timeline of events of what's going to be taking place tomorrow. They said that first Putin will arrive at the Villa. That's where it's taking place at 1 p.m. in Geneva. He'll be greeted by the Swiss president. And then after that, President Biden will arrive. And that part of that greeting will be open to the press. But after that was when the meeting will take place. They'll go inside for several hours. And then after, President Putin will hold a press conference first, and then we're told that President Biden will hold his press conference separately after that.
A very highly unusual move not to have a joint press conference.